All right, we're talking with Tyler Wetzel this morning. It is a early morning. It was about 6:20 a.m. And just a little preview for the upcoming season. Talk about what's going on in Tyler's life here. So Tyler, the probably the biggest news so far is that you signed with, or not signed officially. You verbal committed with West Point. When is the official signing date?
The sign day is sometime in November, but I don't know if I'll be signing then. I hopefully I can sign with all my teammates who are also gone. So we'll get a date together and we'll all sign together.
That's pretty cool. So West Point, why don't you just let us know maybe what are the other schools you're looking at, and then what was it about West Point that made the final decision of that's where you want to call your next home for the next 4 or 5, however many years you're going to be there.
I didn't have like a set in stone school I really wanted to go to. I was tossing a couple around, and then I got a letter from West Point, and then the coach texted me. And when I was wrestling down in Virginia Beach, the coach was actually there watching me, and he stopped and talked to me. He was telling me kind of about West Point, and I started digging in further and further. And at first, I was pretty skeptical about what West Point was, even what their wrestling team was. Mm-hmm. But the more knowledge I gained, the more I looked in, I decided to go up there for a recruiting trip. And I absolutely fell in love with the place. I loved the wrestling team. I loved the academics. I loved everything. So, with my parents being up there too, they were all for it too, and then I knew that's where I wanted to go.
Well, cool. So you took a recruiting trip there just recently. I saw, I think your dad posted a picture of you up in the mountains.
Yeah.
You're going to probably be getting pretty familiar with those mountains, won't
Yeah.
you? They do a lot of running in there?
Somewhat.
Somewhat?
Yeah.
So, with you going to West Point, and everybody is seeing the mullet coming down the back there. So you just gonna let it grow for as long as you can, because when you go there, man, them clippers are coming out. it's losing.
When I come in for this year for season, if I like it and my hair stays the way it is and it doesn't bother me and my hair doesn't get in the way, then I'm gonna try to keep the mullet. But we'll see. I doubt it.
Like Thor mullet, right?
Yeah.
The strength of Thor, cool. So why don't you just sort of let everybody know what weights you're going to be wrestling this year, what weights you plan on wrestling this year, what are the preseason rankings that you have, and then just what are your individual goals for the season?
This year I'll most likely be at 126. Preseason rankings, I think right now I'm ranked like 4th, right around in there. And my goal this year as an individual is to make the state finals. I mean, last year I fell one match short. I made it to the semis and dropped to the state champ. This year I want to take that one step ahead and make the state finals and give it a run. And as a team this year, my goal is to win a state title as a team, both dual and at the shop.
Dual and the individual tournament. So with you being ranked 4th, what are the guys who are ranked ahead of you, and do you know who they are and what schools they're from? And
Drew Mattin's in there. He's a Delta kid. Alex wrestled him a couple times last year. He's a real good kid. Alex was right with him every time they wrestled. Alex gave him a good match. Hopefully I'll be able to do the same this year. And there's a couple tough guys in my district and my weight as well, which I'll see them at the district tournament and even at the state tournament. My district, my weight was pretty tough last year too. I think it'd be pretty similar.
You've had tough weights at the district tournament every single year, right?
Every year I've had tough districts.
Have you had how many? Have you had state champs in your weight every single year?
Every year.
Every year. Well, I mean, I guess you make it through the districts. You're setting yourself up pretty good for a state tournament.
My sophomore year, there was a state champ and a state finalist.
And then last year it was champ and third,
and
fifth. Yeah, that's stout weight class.
Yeah.
So I know you said the team goal was to win a state title as the team duels and also as the individual. Last year we were runner up to Delta in the team duels, and then we were third in the state, right? Third in the state as the team. So what do we have to do to get over that hump, to finally get the gold medals and the big trophy and the rings?
I mean, it all starts out with a team, it starts out in here. And I just have a feeling this year's going to be the year. Like this year, we have the team, we have the coaching staff, we have everything all set in stone, put together, that we're going to be state champions this year.
Just gotta go take care of your business,
Yeah.
right? Cool.
It's on the table. Go take it.
All right. And then sort of last thing, I know Coach Doggett doesn't like to talk about himself a whole lot, so I don't mind talking about Coach Doggett. So just what has he meant to you personally, and then to the program as well?
I mean, he came here when I was a sophomore. And I knew his wrestling background, but I didn't know really his personal background. And for him to come in the wrestling room and just completely take over and his style, teaching his ways, his style of wrestling, his coaching style, I loved it. I mean, I really like everything he brings to the table. He's a humble person, on and off the mat. Mm-hmm. He's a guy that, even at his age, still takes everybody in the room.
Okay, just like even at his age.
Yeah.
So you calling him old? Is that what you're saying?
Hey, you could say that. But, I mean, he's a great coach. I'm glad he's here. And hopefully 20 years down the road when I come back, he's still here doing that thing.
Still here doing that. And you did hear that he and his wife are going to be having a baby.
Yeah.
So do you have any, last thing, have any name suggestions?
I actually texted him when I heard
All right.
that he was having a kid, and I said if it's a boy, he better narrow it down to either Tanner or Tyler.
And if it's a girl?
That's up to him.
Tannerette, Tylerette. Oh, maybe some of those will work. So do you have anything else that you'd like to communicate to everybody who will be watching this?
No, that's all I got.
All right. Tyler Wetzel, two-time state placer, and hopefully he'll be at the top of the podium in mid-March. All right. Thanks, Tyler.
Yeah.